earlier, I spoke with Jeffrey Mankoff, Deputy Director and Fellow with the Center for Strategic and International Studies, Russia and Eurasia Program. I asked him if he thought it was a bad choice to hold the Olympics in Sochi because of the recent security concerns.
To hold them in Sochi? Well, it was certainly an interesting choice. You know, this is a site that is very close to a zone of an active insurgency. It's also an area that has some climate issues. I think there are some questions about whether the weather is actually going to cooperate. So it's an unusual choice, but I think the Russian government decided that they wanted to hold it here to show that they're capable of putting on a major event like this. They're capable of overcoming these political as well as weather and geographic related obstacles to give a good show to the world.
Right. So do you feel like we're compromising the athletes and all the spectators' security for President Vladimir Putin's political gain?
You know, I think the Russians have taken extraordinary measures to try and ensure the security of the venues. They spent over $2.5 billion just on security. And they're doing, I think, everything they can in a physical sense to secure the site. Now, of course, that doesn't guarantee that nothing is going to happen. But, you know, there have been other Olympics in the past that have also faced security threats where there have been terrorist attacks. And I think the Russians are just hoping that they do enough that for the couple of weeks that the Olympics are going on, nothing happens, at least in these venues.
The U.S. State Department has a travel alert for people attending. The U.S. Snow and Ski Board team has a fleet of aircraft standing by just should they need to leave. Is this too severe, or do you feel like these are proper precautions?
You know, I think the State Department has to err on the side of caution. They don't want to be accused of not doing anything, of being caught off guard if something does happen. So I think the travel warnings are done in an abundance of caution. As far as the ski and snowboard team preparing plans to evacuate, I mean, that strikes me as erring, I think, beyond caution. That seems to me maybe a step too far. But, you know, if it's a couple of weeks from now and something does happen, I think they'll look back on that and say, you know, it's a good thing we decided to do that.
If they weren't being held in Sochi, which is located just along the Black Sea at the edge of the Caucasus Mountains, would you be as concerned? Do you feel like another area of Russia would have been a better choice?
Yeah, I mean, certainly it's possible. Now, you know, the bulk of the insurgent attacks have taken place in and around the North Caucasus. Certainly that's where the insurgency is focused. But, you know, really there have been attacks in other parts of Russia as well, certainly in Moscow. And I think the end of the day, you know, holding such a high-profile event like this in Russia is going to make it an inviting target for those within Russia who want to make some kind of a point, who want to strike a blow against the current authorities, whether it's going to be in Sochi, whether it's going to be in Moscow, whether it's going to be in some other city.
Dr. Jeff Mankoff, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.